Hello there, it's Carrie Rhodes here. Welcome back to the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel. Today I am making a box card. It's slimline size and it's so fun for a dad birthday card. At least that's what I made it for. So the first thing we're looking at is the stamp set I'm using. It's called the Un-grill-iveable stamp set. You can see all the fun images on this set made to go on the grill. So I'm going to stamp a bunch of them out, and I'm going to stamp them more than once so we can really fill up this slimline sized box card. So I'm doing that in black ink on white cardstock, and I will be Copic coloring. So I'm starting out with E19 for my turkey leg. I feel like this is a smoked turkey leg. It's a favorite in my house, and so we would definitely be grilling these for my husband, and it would be probably the favorite thing on the grill of the day. So I have a few of those, and then I'm also doing a few different colored bell peppers. I love roasted and grilled veggies, so I would definitely have these on the grill, and I thought it would be fun to add color to this card by using 3 different colored bell peppers. So I did stamp 3 of them and coloring them out green, red, and yellow. So if you really want to see the Copic color markers I'm using, you can pause this and you'll see them there on the screen. But really, I just like look in my stash, see what shades of yellow I have, and go from there. I also wanted there to be a purple onion in my kebab here, so I did that, and I thought that was a really fun touch. And then there's a mushroom on the kebab, and then I think chicken pieces. Yeah. So I tried to color them chicken-like, and I did give them some like char marks with this E49 marker. I wasn't super loving that, so I didn't do it on the second one. I guess these ones got a little charred. They were in the hot spot of the grill, and the other ones were in the cold spot of the grill. So, that's how it happens sometimes. And then we've got our big fat steaks, which, by the way, these steaks remind me of something that should be on the side of Fred Flintstone's car. They're so cute. So I really wanted to include those. But I think there's just a fun variety here. You've got your kebabs with the shrimp on it too, and then you've got your like kielbases or little smoked sausage or whatever you want them to be. I wanted these to have a little bit of a pink color, like they weren't quite all the way cooked yet, so I used E07 and E04 for that. I also used the E04 for the darkest color on my little shrimp kebabs, and then RV11 as the lightest color, and it's just so fun to have a little pink on the grill with these shrimp. So yeah, there's a lot on there. I just kept coloring, and when it was all finished, I am now, of course, die cutting out all the things. There is a die for everything in this set, so that makes it really easy. You can see on the left there, I also stamped and die cut out the seasonings, like the salt and pepper, and then also the little fork there. And then a sentiment: you're not old, you're well seasoned. So all of that from that set. And I am bringing in the Backyard Barbecue die set for this die right here. It's the smaller of the 2 flame pieces. We need some flame going on my grill, so I die cut them from some yellow cardstock, but I'm going to add color with YR14, and then I want a little bit darker. This is YR18. That's kind of hard to see on the screen there. And then this is going to give it a lot of dimension. I thought it was really fun. So I did 5 pieces like that. And now here is this wide box slimline die set. So I die cut 2 of the box pieces. I'm hooking them together with our new rip and stick tape. This is the 1/8 of an inch size, and then I also like to use a little bit of liquid glue for such things. I really want it to stick, especially because it's such a small piece that holds these 2 together, and you're going to be bending it back and forth multiple times. So then you're going to close that, fold it over on that flap that you just adhered the 2 pieces together, so give it time to really set, and then do the same thing with the other small flap, just adhering it by closing it on itself, and then you've got your box. And now we can do lots of things. So one of the things is to decorate it, and there are dies in the set to decorate those flaps and the back. So I die cut this glossy black cardstock with that flap, and I'm putting that on the back. So like if you open up the grill, this would be like the back of my grill, so it's going to be black. And I love the glossy paper. It is great for hot foiling too, by the way. Then for the flaps that you see, there are dies that you can cut little panels, and then there's also dies to cut panels for the bottom. That bottom piece is a little bit wider, so there is wider dies for the bottom sections if you want. I actually didn't end up putting anything on mine, and for these top flaps, I'm using the new red glossy cardstock. I love the glossy in here, so it feels like the grill. And now this die is a long strip with some scored lines at the end. So you can fold these, you put them inside your box, and that's what you attach your cute little images to. So first of all, my cute little images are my flames. I'm doing only 2 rows, and I actually die cut 4 of those strips to make the rows. And I wanted them to be just really sturdy, so I glued them back to back. So really, I only have 2 rows, but I die cut 4. Okay, now I am folding back on those scored lines. I added our 1/4 of an inch rip and stick tape and also glue. The second reason that I'm using glue, besides making sure that it stays on there when it's moved back and forth, is so that I can move this around, because you want to try to position this right where you want it. So sometimes doing this, you do have to scoop them. So definitely liquid glue is your friend on this type of project. Then you just want to really hold that down for a minute before you mess with it. And then I'm putting in my second row. You could very easily put 3 rows in this project, or any box card that you do, maybe even 4, but 2 or 3 is the ideal number. Okay, now we're adding in all of those cute stamped images to our grill. So this is supposed to be like the actual, these rows here that I put in are like the actual grill, like the part that, yeah, the grill, the actual cooking element part. So I added in my turkey legs and my steaks, and then I've got my kebabs. And I'm going to put those all in a row on the back. And you can see the flames are just like peeking up behind, and it really gives it that fun element, like it's the grill, right? I think so anyway. And I thought this card is just so much fun. It's slightly interactive. It's 3D. You know, it's just a fun and different card, and I think that's always fun to give something unexpected, especially like in my family, they're used to getting handmade cards, so having something like this that pops up is going to be another surprise for them from me. So I added my sentiment there to the back, and I am going to add the salt and pepper shaker right next to it because, you know, it says well seasoned, so that seemed like the perfect thing to put right there. And then I have my peppers I'm going to add over on the side. So I have my like little fork on one side and the little peppers on the other. I feel like if you have a grill that has like little side tables, this is what that is. Maybe one's a cutting board, one's just a place to put your stuff. And so you just, those extra little touches like that are what make cards special. I am adding my last 2 remaining flames to the back side of the front of this box. So it just gives it a little bit more of a 3D element, and those are going down pretty far. So they're just peeking up. All right, so now we need some more words. So I have the Rad Dad stamp and die set. This die set is cool, or stamp set is cool, because it comes with the die set. It comes together as one. So I stamped the words because they are on one piece of rubber. They are not cut apart. So you stamp them at the same time, and that means I wanted my die to cut them at the same time. So I didn't snip my dies apart. So they fit perfectly if you don't snip them apart, which I love. Plus there's always also a stamp in there that says you're the greatest. Very cool. So I'm putting Rad Dad right there below my original sentiment, and it just fills in that space. And I love that it's somewhat hidden behind the flames. Okay, for the front panel of the box, I'm doing another sentiment. I have my Simply Sentimental Happy, my Simply Sentimental Birthday, and they have the same fonts in them. So you get to mix and match, and I love that. Plus we have the new Simply Sentimental Dad, so I was like, I have to stamp that. So I'm stamping all 3 in black ink, and I love this particular font right here because you can color in the little open spaces. So I'm going with that grilled effect, red, orange, and yellow. Like it's kind of the flame colors, you know? And I think that's really fun. But you can totally color these to customize them for your card or do like a gel pen in there. And then, of course, there is a die to cut out every one of these. So that's really fun. Bubble cut all the way around. I am only adding happy birthday to the front of this. I'm going to use dad on the back because I already have dad on the front of the card. So there we go. And then for the back, before I put the word dad on, I wanted a white panel. So I just cut another one of those big panels. And then I've got a nice white space that I can write a personalized message on the back. I have some leftover food elements I'm using to go around my sentiments just to add a little something extra and cute. But I realized that fork over there is like totally by itself. It's lonely, it's plain. So I decided I've got to put something there. So I am going to add some mushrooms to that, and it's going to look so much more cute. But the skewer on the back with the word dad, and there's the mushrooms on the front. All right, so that is all the stamped things I added to my card. It is such a fun card. I love the element of shine with the glossy paper, and just those fun colors of the grill really help you use your imagination to realize that this box card is an actual grill. So there we go. We've got the space on the back to write on. This folds flat, fits in a business size or slimline size envelope, and it's going to be really fun for the dads in my life for Father's Day or a birthday. You know, I did mine for birthday because we do have a summer birthday in my family, but it would be a great Father's Day card also. So thank you for stopping by the Trinity Stamps channel. I'm super excited that you decided to join me today. I will be back again very soon with another video right here. But until then, come find us on Instagram and Facebook too. I'll see you there. Happy stamping. Bye.